Hello, students. I wanted to quickly come in and talk to you about your annotated bibliography assignment because one of the videos that you need does not work. And so without the video, you won't be able to pass the annotated bibliography quiz, and you also will not be able to successfully complete your annotated bibliography assignment. So I wanted to quickly give you that information that you're missing so that you can be successful. First of all, I want to tell you that there are three important elements to your annotated bibliography. First element, and the first thing you type, is the citation. So you type the citation that you have found, because what you're doing is you're looking for sources that go with an argument that you are going to make in essay number 4. Essay number 4 is your researched argument. So in essay number 4, you're going to argue some point that you will come up with. You haven't come up with it yet. You're going to actually turn it in. But what you're going to do when you do your annotated bibliography is that you need to find the sources that you will use to support your argument. So you're going to be arguing a topic, and then you need to find an article in the library base that backs up your argument, or even an article that goes against your argument, because you are going to have to do a counter argument. And so you're going to find articles that go with your topic, research that supports what you're arguing, and possibly some that does not support what you're arguing. You've got to find 4 sources. So you've got to find 4 articles. Likely it's going to be 4 articles from 4 different journals that go with support that you can use in essay number 4 for your researched argument. So what you're doing in essay number 3 is you're getting ready for essay number 4. You're doing some of the hard work that's just going to be done in essay number 4. When you finish with essay number 3, a lot of your work, your research is already done. For essay number 3, your annotated bibliography, you're going to be turning in 3 of those sources. So remember, you're going to need 4 for essay number 4, your research argument, but you're not doing that yet. But you're going to turn in your annotated bibliography 3. So for this annotated bibliography, you turn in 3 sources. So here's the elements of your annotated bibliography. 1, you have to have an MLA citation. 2, you're going to type a paragraph that is a summary. You know how to do a summary. You already did that for class in the classroom. You know the rules of how to write a summary. You know not to use any quotes. You know not to write a book report and write every single thing. You know it should be short, but it should give the person who has not read the article a good idea of what the article is about. So number 1, you do your MLA citation. Number 2, you will do your summary paragraph. Now this paragraph is going to be shorter than the paragraphs you wrote in class in the classroom, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. And then number 3, you're going to write your basically a response, but it's the commentary. It's the commentary, but it's the same as a response. And you already did that. For class in the classroom, you wrote a summary and a response. And now you're going to write summaries, and you're going to write a commentary, which is the same as a response. And what goes into the commentary? The commentary is no longer, you already wrote your summary. Now this is going to come from you. This is coming from you. It's kind of just like a response. Now, what has to be in your response is in your material that you have to study. It's in the instructions. So I can't tell you everything now because this video is going to be too long as it is. But I'm just telling you, I'm going to tell you some of the things that need to be in there. Okay, when you're doing your response or the commentary, You want to include why. The most important thing to put in your commentary is why you think the author wrote that article. What did they write it for? Did the author write that article to persuade people to their point of view? Did the author write that article to entertain? Did the author write that article in order to provide information and give more light on this topic? So you tell why you think the author wrote the article, and you also, because all of this is coming from you, you're going to tell how you will use it. Maybe you'll write, this article is going to really help me prove my point. It's going to help me prove that this is this or that time that. So you will use it to prove something. You might even say, I didn't really like this source, because sometimes you're going to find sources that you don't like and you can't find enough of what you do like. So if you find a source that you don't like, maybe it's too wordy, the reading is too difficult, it doesn't seem to give you exactly what you're looking for, but you've been looking and you feel like you have to use it, find a way to make it helpful and go ahead and include it in your annotated bibliography. You could also use it as a counter argument. Maybe it'll help you prove the opposite, because you have to write a counter argument, but we'll talk about that later. So maybe it'll help you prove your counter argument. But you might want to use it, but the best thing to do is to try to find a better one. So if you can, just go back and search and try to find a better one. If you can't find a better one, then just try to use that article in some way that will be helpful, that you think will be helpful to you. All right, so in the commentary, please include why you think the author wrote the article, how you will use it in your article, in your essay. How will it help you? Also include whether or not you think this is a good article, in that you believe it's reliable. Or you might say, I can tell this is a reliable article because the author has a lot of sources that he includes. He includes a lot of statistics. So you can say something like that shows you that it's reliable. So you're giving your opinion about that article, why the author wrote it, and you can use this commentary is where you want to give examples of how you will use it. You can say, I'm going to use it to do this, or I'm going to use it to prove that. So that's where you put that in the commentary. Commentary is just another word for response. We already did those responses. Okay, so I want to go into the class, and I'm going to show you an example of a good annotated bibliography. Now I'm going to say one problem with this annotated bibliography: the students did not indent. You need to indent. Hear me, don't lose points for not indenting. All you have to do is hit the tab bar with your finger, the tab key. Is that too difficult? That's why I will take off points if you don't indent. So please indent. It's just a matter of hitting the tab, and it moves over 5 spaces when you start your new paragraph. Because if you don't do it, I'm going to think you really don't know when to start a paragraph. And for that, you deserve to lose a bunch of points. Okay, so please indent. This student did not indent, but I'm asking you to. So let's go into the course and take a look at this example. And so I'm going here to Unit 4. And when you go down in Unit 4, you'll come to Essay number 3, Instructions. And scroll on down, Essay number 3, Instructions. And you will see, and I'm sorry, my computer keeps going black and coming back. And hopefully it won't go black completely. Okay, so you're coming on down here to Research Product Overview. And so please read these, please study them. And okay, this is the video that doesn't work. It's called A Closer Look, Annotated Bibliography Does Not Work. So that's the one that I'm trying to replace by giving you this video. Okay, so let's look here at the examples. And this is what your annotated bibliography should look like. The only thing, there's something wrong with this one, and that is that it does not have, it's not indented. Please indent. I repeat, indent. This student did not indent. And if your paragraph ends way over here, it would be impossible to know that another paragraph is beginning. I don't want you to put 4 spaces between your paragraphs, so please indent. Okay, notice that this student typed the word annotated bibliography. That's all you should type. Center it in the middle. Then write your citation. Your citation must follow the MLA rules. You just copy. This is the name of the author. Last name first, comma, then his first name with a period after it. The title of the article should be in quotation marks. This is the journal where it came from, but you might be using a book. If you are using a book, you cite differently. You have to read the MLA citation rules. You can Google the MLA citation rules. You can email me a specific question, because if your MLA is not right, you will lose points. If you leave out a period, you lose points. If you don't put this in italics as it's supposed to be, the name of the journal, you lose points. All right, so please make sure it's correct. So right after you cite, then you will do the second element. This is the MLA citation. This is paragraph 1, which is the summary. This is a summary of the article. This is paragraph 2. This paragraph is the commentary, or as we came to know it in class in the classroom, it's just the response. This is where you're telling in your own words, your opinion, and what you think this article can be used for, why the author wrote it, whether or not you think it is a good article, if it's reliable, etc. This is the second one, because remember, you have to have 3. So here's the MLA citation. That's the MLA citation, correct. And then you come to this paragraph, and this is a long one, and look how far it went. And that's why it's very hard to tell that a new paragraph is beginning. This student should have indented. If you don't indent, you're going to lose points. Okay, indent, 5 spaces in. All right, so here is the, sorry about my computer. I don't know why it's doing that. I have no idea. Okay, this is the first paragraph, which is the summary. And this is the second paragraph, which is the commentary. This one is very short. This student will lose points, okay? I haven't read this, but I know everything's not in there. This student should be telling how they will use it in their computer, why the author wrote it, what they think of this. This is the commentary. Okay, then we go down here and we have the third citation. There's a third citation. I did see an error in one of these, but we'll let that go because of time. And there's the paragraph, which is the summary. And here is a very, very short commentary. I think the commentary should be a little bit longer. I would say that paragraph should have at least 3 or 4 more lines. Okay, not that much longer, but it should be longer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off this blinky computer, and we will wrap this up. Let's see.